Hey, Patriots fans! We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved New England Patriots. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. This way, you'll stay updated and never miss any breaking news or exclusive content. Mike Vrabel, known for his strict leadership and no-nonsense approach on and off the field, has reportedly made a controversial move that is sending shockwaves throughout the NFL world. Sources close to the Patriots organization claim that Christian Gonzalez, the promising cornerback whose talent has often been praised even by rival coaches, has been removed from the main roster following an incident that has not been fully disclosed to the public. While the details remain murky, insiders suggest it involved a clash of personalities that escalated beyond the usual locker room disagreements, leaving Vrabel with no choice but to take decisive action. Fans and analysts alike are speculating about the nature of the incident, with some suggesting it may have been a lapse in professionalism, while others believe it could be a clash of egos between one of the league's most disciplined coaches and a young player brimming with confidence. The Patriots have always been known for their disciplined culture, and Vrabel's willingness to enforce strict standards, even at the cost of temporarily weakening the roster, is consistent with his coaching philosophy. This move, however, has sparked an intense debate across social media platforms, with opinions sharply divided between those who defend Vrabel's authority and those who argue that sidelining Gonzalez could hinder the team's defensive potential. Analysts point out that Christian Gonzalez has shown flashes of elite ability, particularly in high-pressure situations, making him one of the rising stars in the Patriots' defensive backfield. His removal from the main roster could disrupt the team's chemistry, especially as the season progresses into critical matchups where every defensive play counts. On the other hand, supporters of Vrabel's decision argue that maintaining discipline and accountability is paramount, even if it means sacrificing short-term performance. Rumors suggest that the incident may have involved a heated exchange during practice, possibly over adherence to playbook protocols or sideline conduct, which ultimately pushed Vrabel to take drastic measures. The Patriots locker room, known for its competitiveness and strict adherence to team rules, is reportedly abuzz with speculation, and teammates are said to be carefully navigating the situation to avoid further tension. The implications for the team's defensive strategy are significant, as the coaching staff may need to adjust coverage schemes and rotations to compensate for Gonzalez's absence from the main lineup. While the Patriots organization has remained tight-lipped publicly, unnamed sources indicate that discussions about Gonzalez's future are ongoing and that this suspension from the main roster might not be permanent if certain conditions are met. Some insiders believe that Vrabel's decision is as much a message to the rest of the squad as it is a disciplinary action against Gonzalez, reinforcing the idea that no player is above team rules or standards of conduct. This strategy has historical precedent, as Vrabel has never shied away from making bold choices that emphasize accountability over individual talent. However, the timing of this incident is drawing attention, as the Patriots are preparing for critical games that could define their playoff trajectory. The absence of a rising star like Gonzalez in these crucial moments has fans and commentators theorizing about potential defensive vulnerabilities, particularly against elite passing offenses that could exploit the Patriots' backfield adjustments. Even former players have weighed in, suggesting that the long-term impact on team culture may be positive if Gonzalez responds appropriately, but also cautioning that losing a player of his caliber could have tangible consequences on the field. Adding fuel to the speculation, several insiders have hinted at underlying tensions between Gonzalez and the coaching staff that may have been simmering for weeks prior to this decision. While specifics are scarce, the narrative circulating in sports circles suggests repeated lapses in protocol or disagreements with defensive strategies, highlighting a clash between youthful confidence and veteran coaching authority. This dynamic is not unusual in the NFL, where the balance between nurturing talent and maintaining team discipline is often delicate. The public response has been swift, with fan forums, podcasts, and social media threads dissecting every known detail, questioning whether Vrabel's decision was too harsh or entirely justified. Analysts note that Gonzalez's speed, agility, and on-field awareness make him a disruptive force in coverage, and sidelining him could have immediate consequences for the Patriots' secondary performance. The discussion has also touched on leadership styles across the league, comparing Vrabel's approach with other head coaches who manage young, high-potential talent differently, suggesting that this incident might spark broader conversations about discipline versus talent in modern NFL teams. Despite the uproar, some commentators emphasize that this may ultimately serve as a turning point for Christian Gonzalez's career. Being removed from the main roster, while challenging, could be framed as an opportunity for growth, reflection, and proving his commitment to team culture. If Gonzalez approaches this setback with maturity and dedication, there's speculation he could return to the lineup with renewed focus and even stronger performance. This narrative of redemption and accountability is one that resonates strongly with football fans, who often appreciate stories where discipline and talent intersect to create iconic players. Teammates and coaches are reportedly watching Gonzalez closely, gauging his response, and considering how his attitude moving forward could influence the locker room atmosphere. In this context, Vrabel's controversial decision could be seen not just as a punishment, but as a strategic move to test and ultimately strengthen a young player's character, setting an example for others in the organization. The broader football community is paying attention, with insiders predicting that the fallout from this incident could reverberate well beyond the Patriots' immediate roster decisions, potentially impacting trades, contract negotiations, and the team's defensive philosophy in future seasons. As the week progresses, speculation continues to mount regarding the potential pathways for resolution between Vrabel and Gonzalez. Will the cornerback reconcile with the coaching staff and earn his spot back on the main roster? Or is this the beginning of a longer-term separation that could alter the Patriots' defensive blueprint? Sports media outlets are eagerly analyzing past games, looking for instances of friction or performance issues that could have contributed to this decision, while fan communities dissect each tweet and report for clues about the internal dynamics of the team. The suspense surrounding this situation has created a unique narrative, blending elements of conflict, talent management, and organizational culture in a high-stakes NFL environment. Whether Gonzalez returns quickly or the Patriots adjust their roster strategies permanently, this incident is already shaping discussions about leadership, accountability, and the delicate balance between discipline and performance in professional football. The story remains fluid, and each new development is dissected in real time, highlighting the ever-present drama and intrigue that make following NFL locker rooms as compelling as watching the games themselves. Rumors now suggest that Christian Gonzalez's absence from the main Patriots roster may lead to ripple effects that extend beyond the defensive backfield. Teammates are reportedly adjusting their practice routines, and positional rotations may be altered to compensate for his absence, with younger players potentially seeing increased opportunities for playing time. Analysts speculate that these adjustments could either strengthen the team by forcing depth players to rise to the occasion or create vulnerabilities that opposing offenses might exploit. The intrigue surrounding Gonzalez's future has sparked commentary on leadership and team management philosophies in the league, particularly the tension between strict disciplinary measures and maximizing on-field talent. Vrabel's decision, while controversial, could ultimately reinforce a culture of accountability, signaling to every player that adherence to team norms is non-negotiable. This has triggered a broader conversation across sports media platforms, with debates about whether young stars like Gonzalez should be nurtured more leniently or challenged to meet the highest standards immediately. The story has taken on a life of its own, with fans predicting how this situation might impact the Patriots' playoff hopes, trade considerations, and locker room cohesion in the weeks ahead, making it one of the most talked-about developments of the season. Insiders suggest that the coaching staff is closely monitoring Gonzalez's attitude, behavior, and engagement during practices with the secondary unit, assessing whether he demonstrates the professionalism and focus required to return to the main roster. While the public sees only fragments of this ongoing situation, those within the organization reportedly view it as a pivotal moment for both the player and the team. Gonzalez's response could define not only his career trajectory, but also influence how Vrabel manages other high-profile talents in the future. Speculation abounds that if Gonzalez handles the suspension constructively, he may return with renewed determination and maturity, potentially becoming a stronger, more reliable force within the Patriots' defensive schemes. Conversely, a failure to reconcile could result in longer-term ramifications, including possible trades or changes in roster strategy, making every practice session a high-stakes test of character. The ongoing uncertainty has created an atmosphere thick with tension, as every play, comment, and decision is analyzed for signs of progress or continued discord, with sports media outlets dissecting the story from every conceivable angle. Even as the speculation intensifies, some commentators emphasize that this incident reflects broader trends in the NFL, where young, talented players must navigate the fine line between personal expression, competitive confidence, and team expectations. Christian Gonzalez, despite his undeniable skill, is reportedly facing a trial not uncommon for players in his position, balancing individual talent with the collective discipline required by a championship-contending team. Analysts note that Vrabel's firm approach, while polarizing, is designed to maintain a consistent standard across all positions, sending a message that no player is exempt from accountability. Social media discussions highlight fan frustration, curiosity, and analysis, with debates about whether Vrabel's leadership style is overly harsh or perfectly suited to molding elite athletes. This incident has catalyzed conversations beyond the Patriots, raising questions about how NFL teams can successfully integrate young stars into established systems without compromising team culture or losing competitive advantage. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Rumors have also emerged suggesting that Christian Gonzalez may be using this period away from the main roster to focus on individual training, mental preparation, and strategic understanding of the defensive schemes, with the hope of returning stronger and more disciplined. Some insiders describe the situation as a potential reset moment for the young cornerback, a chance to reflect on past behaviors, adapt to Vrabel's expectations, and ultimately earn a more secure position on the team. The narrative is evolving into one that combines elements of personal growth, professional challenge, and the high-pressure environment of the NFL. Meanwhile, Patriots fans are watching closely, engaging in speculation about how quickly Gonzalez might reintegrate, whether other teams might show interest, and how this disciplinary move could influence future roster decisions. The tension between immediate talent utilization and long-term cultural enforcement has never been more visible, highlighting the delicate balance NFL coaches must maintain to achieve both short-term success and lasting team cohesion. Multiple sources indicate that conversations behind the scenes between Gonzalez, Vrabel, and team leadership are ongoing, with no definitive timeline for resolution. The stakes are high, as both the player's development and the team's performance hinge on navigating this period effectively. Sports media continues to dissect potential scenarios, weighing the consequences of a swift reconciliation versus a prolonged absence from the main roster. Some analysts argue that Vrabel's decision could serve as a blueprint for handling similar situations league-wide, reinforcing the importance of accountability without completely sidelining top-tier talent. As speculation grows, fans, commentators, and insiders alike are captivated by the unfolding drama, turning what might have been a routine roster adjustment into a compelling story that merges personality, talent, and leadership in the unforgiving arena of professional football. Ultimately, the saga surrounding Mike Vrabel and Christian Gonzalez highlights the complex interplay between discipline, talent, and leadership in the NFL. Whether Gonzalez returns to the main roster soon, or whether this marks a longer-term separation, the incident has already left an indelible mark on the Patriots' season narrative. Analysts predict that the outcome could influence not only the team's defensive strategy, but also broader conversations about coaching philosophies, player accountability, and the treatment of emerging stars across the league. Fans are left eagerly speculating about every subtle development, every hint of reconciliation, and the potential for this controversy to become a defining story in both Vrabel's coaching career and Gonzalez's player trajectory. In the end, this unfolding drama underscores the delicate balance required to manage elite talent within a team framework that values discipline, cohesion, and championship aspirations above all else, making it one of the most fascinating NFL storylines of the year. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.